Okay, so welcome to 5 a.m. Mac and Cheese, the show where we read stupid Yahoo Answers questions and discuss them for extended periods of time.
Alright, so I'm Kendall, this is Jamie, and
Hi.
we have two guests here.
Yeah, because our other person, Nicholas, is not responding to anything.
Kind of ironic how on the first episode, the one person that's a main cast member is not here, so...
So yeah, we'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Hello.
Heck, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
good.
I'm Seamus, and this is Andrea.
It's Terra, but it's
Oh,
fine
yeah.
too.
I guess.
What did you call her?
All right then. I guess that.
Oh no, nothing.
Okay.
It is my evil secret persona.
It's their secret twin.
Yeah, it's my evil twin.
Okay.
We haven't even started yet, and we're already going to hysterics.
Okay. Yeah. None of you will get this, but let's stay off the topic of evil twins. So how this is gonna work is I have a little wheel that says numbers on it, and I have 6 Yahoo Answers questions. These are all really stupid and chosen within the same hour of posting. I'm going to spin the wheel, and we will have to discuss that topic, and thoroughly.
Oh boy.
So these are very stupid. These are things that should not have been posted on the internet, much less discussed or talked
And
about.
answered by sleep-drunk teenagers. Oof.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But we're still gonna do it.
So we're gonna do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spin the wheel.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Heck.
Number 3. So let's read what this one is. All right. Yahoo Answers Anonymous says, "Is my iPhone tapped? I was listening to music today when my phone screen went black and had the loading symbol as well as vibrated like someone was calling me. This lasted about 5 seconds, then went back to my normal screen that I was on. About a few hours later, I was texting and my volume went up without me touching it. I have been super paranoid ever since. Is my phone tapped?"
Well,
I don't really blame him for being paranoid. I guess.
Yeah, I think this is the most legitimate question out of all of these, but
I don't think that the answer here is your phone is being tapped. I think you're being haunted by ghosts.
Oh yeah.
okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, but what about
being tapped by ghosts?
Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I was going to say. So, yeah, what if ghosts tapped you?
Oh god.
The real question here is, who are the ghosts?
Yeah, why would the ghosts tap you?
Interesting.
Russians.
Either way, this question
What?
is
Russian ghosts.
this question is silly. I don't think the person even knows what tapping is.
Yeah, I think that they just think it's like the FBI.
The
Just-
FBI.
Just
the FBI.
Hack your phone of all.
I don't know, but the FBI just kind of touching the phone, and all right, we can listen now. That's how tapping works, right?
Yep.
I
Pretty
feel
much.
like
Why would they bullshit like?
I think like I've heard this before, but apparently you have your own personal FBI agent like looking into your stuff.
We all we all know that's a meme. None of that is true.
I know, but it'd be interesting.
Well,
what if the FBI agent wants to contact you?
What if?
Let's see.
So they just did shit like turn your volume up without you touching it?
No.
Oh,
The
yeah.
FBI agent
Maybe he wants
died.
to play pranks. Who knows?
The FBI agent died and is trying to contact you that he died because he actually loved you.
Yes.
Wait, no.
That's a better love story than Twilight.
Wait, no. But what if an alien got to the FBI agent and they're tapping your phone?
Okay, what if hear me out here. What if an alien ghost haunted this person, got them killed, and now the FBI agent haunted by a ghost is haunting someone's phone?
Yes.
So a ghost haunted by a ghost.
See,
A ghost haunted by a ghost who's haunting a live
I
person.
cracked it. Problem solved.
Simple.
Okay,
Alien.
how does a ghost haunt another ghost?
Well,
just I don't know, spook each other out.
What if the ghost dies? Then did they just does the ghost become a ghost?
But they're already dead. How do they die? How do you die when you're already killed?
Well, you can become more dead, probably.
How do you become more dead? Okay, I don't think... Okay, there are two states, alive and dead. How can you be more dead than you already were?
Like,
You know,
we don't know if anyone's dead. Well, we don't really know if there is a state after death. Like, nobody's really come back to tell us.
Listen, no, ghosts exist. I believe that ghosts exist.
Well, then how do you have any proof?
Well, yeah, because like that one event that happened when I was like in elementary school. I was walking out around school while it was dark, and I saw this like a girl, and she was wearing a yellow jacket, and she was next to a staircase, I guess, like an emergency staircase for like a fire exit, and there's like this huge hallway. So I turned around for 1 second, and she's gone.
Maybe
she just ran away.
Yeah, she just went.
No,
just ran away.
This was a really long hallway, and the only thing next to her was the fire exit, and I didn't hear the door
just
open.
Go through the fire exit?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear the door open. That's the problem.
Maybe your hearing's just bad.
Yeah.
Maybe your eyes are just playing tricks on you.
No.
Like, how long did you see this person? Like, how long were you looking at this person?
I was like holding a flashlight. I was like flashing light on them. There was like a shadow and everything.
Okay, yeah.
But like, why were you going around the school with a flashlight?
Yeah.
Because I was looking for ghosts.
Why?
Maybe it was because you were looking for ghosts that you thought you found one. And how did the teacher?
No. I flashed my flashlight on them, and I kept asking like, "Hey, why are you here? Like, it's really fucking dark. You should be at home."
Why weren't you at home?
Because I didn't need to be at home per se, because my school was like 5 minutes away from my house and all that.
So they just...
the ghost doesn't need to be there.
So they let you stay inside of the school?
No, I sneaked in.
Well, you're a criminal. We
You
have a criminal on this podcast here, everybody.
No. I'm not a criminal. They never catched me.
That's not how that works. If you kill someone, you're still a criminal.
Not technically.
It's only a crime if you get caught.
I mean,
it's only a crime if you get caught.
He has a point.
That's not how it works. But,
Seamus has a point.
Seamus is incorrect.
No, but he has a point.
In your own words, but you're not legally a criminal if no one catches you.
Yeah. You can't be convicted if nobody catches you.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway, so you snuck into a school to look for ghosts.
I mean, I wasn't really looking for ghosts. I actually forgot my backpack, my book bag in school, and I went in to try and get it from my classroom.
Okay, but then why didn't you just say that? Why did you just say you were hunting for ghosts?
Yeah.
Well, because that sounded more interesting. And plus, I did see one.
That was not a good... Okay, maybe it was a person... Maybe it was a person who did the same thing as you. Maybe they were on the track team. Maybe they were just good at running.
Okay, fair, but I would have heard that.
Maybe they're silent-footed?
That's the problem here. I would have heard her running down the hallway or through the fire exit.
But some people...
I turned around for 1 second, and I turned back, and she wasn't there.
You sure that just wasn't like one of the cards the janitors had left out or something?
Yeah, I don't think this is a ghost.
Yeah, you said she was wearing a yellow jacket. That might have been a cart. And
No. She was a child. She was like an elementary student. She was even wearing the uniform and everything.
Okay.
And yes, we did have uniforms in my old school.
Okay, but maybe, this is the ghost that tapped that person's phone.
Holy shit, maybe.
But why would a ghost all the way from the Philippines even tap that person's iPhone?
They're connected.
I don't know what the ghost been through.
Yeah, but I said this at the start. It was the I was wrong. It's not actually the Russians. It's the Filipinos. They're planning.
Oh my god.
They're plotting against us.
You sure that it wasn't just
Yes.
a Russian transfer student?
Yeah.
Oh yes, the Filipinos are plotting against the United States.
Yep.
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
All right, I think this question has been well discussed. So we've come
Okay.
to the conclusion that yes, it was a ghost and not your phone being tapped. So
It was a ghost. But it was
and the actual definition of tapping is hacking into your phone so you can hear calls, and it has nothing to do with volume buttons or anything. So
yeah. It's a Filipino.
Yeah.
It was a Filipino ghost that hacked your phone. That's exactly
I
what
hate
happens.
this podcast already.
Too
I
bad.
love this.
I'm glad
We're
off
not
to a
even
good
halfway
start.
through.
Yeah, this is gonna take a lot longer. Yeah, we have 6
I'm
questions.
prepared.
Alright, so I'm gonna take out question 3 from the wheel. And, alright, let's. That was the least weird question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Now we're gonna get into the really weird shit.
It only goes downhill from here.
Yep.
Yep.
Number 1, let's see what this one is. Ooh, I actually remember this is my favorite. How much energy does it take to knock over a porta-potty?
A porta potty.
Okay, why do you need to know this?
I don't know.
Okay,
Ask the
okay.
person who asked this on Yahoo Answers.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
but
but,
they're anonymous.
Can I just ask what a porta potty is?
You
Uh,
don't know what a
a portable
porta.
potty.
like a public-
Listen.
You
It's
don't know what
a
a
public toilet out in the public.
you don't know what a porta-potty is.
I'm gonna have to get the definition of porta potty now.
I mean, sure.
It's
I
like-
mean,
it's
I
like
can
a-
just look it up.
Yeah, look
It's
at
basically just like a box that functions like a like a public toilet.
yeah.
Oh,
Closed
like
box.
somewhat of a TARDIS. But it's
Sort of.
TARDIS.
A TARDIS
mean-
toilet.
I mean, it looks like the TARDIS. It's blue.
Some
Yes,
of them
not
are.
all of them are blue.
Okay,
Most of them are
I'm
blue.
putting a picture in the chat. That's what a porta potty looks like.
Oh, those things.
It's a
I see.
portable potty.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
It-
All right, so now we have to calculate exactly how much energy it takes to knock over one.
Okay, so
So you didn't go to school for nothing.
yeah. I think I know how to do this. So we need to find like kinetic energy, right?
Yes.
So
Did we just? Are we trying to do math on a fucking podcast?
yeah, it's
I mean,
important.
why
We need to know. This is important information. I could actually use this tomorrow. I'm going to a place that has porta potties.
Yeah, but why would you kick them over?
No, actually no. The question specifically says not kicking them over. It says, I know it's a bit stupid, but I'm very curious. How much energy do you need to knock over a portaloo, assuming you were doing it by running into it?
Yeah, you just run into it.
Yeah. Why would you?
Specifically kinetic energy. Yes, of course.
Okay, yeah, but
Just
yeah,
in
yeah.
case you're running up to use psychic powers on it.
All right, so an average porta potty is 120 square feet big. So
Mm-hmm.
That's not no. We need like mass.
well, I
I
know
mean,
that's
put
what
it-
I'm trying to get. Oh,
Okay.
aha! It says it
on
right
your
here,
weight, too.
230 pounds. So we need to calculate that to kilograms.
I see.
Okay. So, but no. The important thing, there are 2 unknown variables in this. Exactly how fast do you have to run into a porta potty in order to knock it over?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys, someone already answered it below this.
What?
Don't look it up.
Yeah, no, that's stupid. Those are the correct answers. We're not looking for correct answers. We're looking for right answers.
Yes.
So what's the difference between correct and right?
As in, right is what you guys believe?
Well, no.
Right's the true answer. Correct is just technically correct.
They're both the right answer, though.
But no.
one can prove it.
One is just technical. The other is what you know in your heart.
Okay, so one is just where they explain everything and say,
And there's like
and the other is just where they just break it down for toddler standards.
no. Okay, so correct is like there's logic, and everything is technically correct. But right answers are what we find on this podcast.
Yeah, only the right answers, not the correct answers, the right ones.
Yeah, Seamus.
We have to figure out how fast you would have to run to knock over 104 kilograms.
I think we need to like calculate the rate of acceleration.
Yeah, so yeah, we need to figure. Yeah, the important thing, we need to figure out how fast it takes, or how fast you need to go to knock over a porta potty.
Mm-hmm.
Really fast?
But no, like, we need an actual number.
I'm pretty sure someone one does have an answer below this.
No, that's only correct. Okay, so we need... So how fast... Okay, in your guys' personal experiences, how fast do you have to run to a porta-potty to knock it over?
I've never tried to knock a porta-potty over.
Why not?
Because I actually have respect for public property.
I mean... But... Why not?
Okay, but we need to know like the distance between you and the porta potty
Mm-hmm.
to calculate the rate of acceleration.
Okay.
As much as it would take, I guess.
Like how far do you have to be to knock this thing over?
No, you're just running into it. So,
really fast and just drop
yeah.
kick it over if you
So
want
like,
strong enough.
how fast are you gonna be running at this thing?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we need to find out, and then it's easy from there. It's smooth sailing.
Okay, so I looked up how much energy it would take, well, how fast you would need to run to knock over 104 kilograms, and apparently I got to this article about about football, right?
Okay.
So apparently an NFL lineman might have weighed 230 pounds versus 104 kilograms. So we need to find out how fast someone would need to run to knock that kind of person over.
Yeah.
So how fast is
Then again, we're comparing a person to just a large porta potty.
There's no real difference.
Like, cause those things are big, like, and also like they're box shaped. Whereas the football player is standing on two legs.
Okay, let's just assume that the football player is porta potty shaped.
Why? Why would they just be shaped like a box?
I don't know.
Why not?
Football players have pretty broad shoulders.
Okay, so apparently,
but like porta potties don't have fucking legs.
That's what you think. Can you prove?
have you ever seen what's under a porta potty?
Can you prove that porta potties don't have legs?
I guess that's why you're trying to knock it over then.
Exactly. We're knocking it over to see if it has legs.
Okay, so the average football player runs at 22 miles per hour, which is 10.003 meters per second. So we have a number.
Okay,
right?
so yeah, let's just use.
Going to calculate like the average person or the average football player, because those are going to be very different numbers.
Whatever. Okay, so we just know that it's 10 miles per hour. Can we convert that to meters per second?
What? I said 22.44 miles per hour is 10 meters per second.
Okay, 10. Okay, that's easy. So just 10 meters per second. Okay, we're actually doing this.
5 a.m. at Mac and Cheese. 5 a.m. Mac and Cheese, where we do our math homework here, apparently.
No, it's important.
Yes,
So how large is
absolutely.
the average porta potty?
In mass, 104 kilograms.
So probably a lot bigger than a normal football player. Like, again, it's just...
Well, I mean, did you not hear me read the article?
Wait, actually, no.
It's like how would a football player use a porta potty if they were the same size?
Good question.
They even use those?
So,
Possibly.
Okay, that may actually be a blessing.
All right. So, you would need
I did the.
5,231.2 joules to knock over a porta potty. So,
Okay, so
That is
now,
we figured it out.
So-
Okay.
so how can we?
While we're on
We
this
still don't know what's
topic,
underneath it.
but while we're on
legs.
this topic, let me just say I was looking up pictures of porta potties when I have come across this article about weddings that take place inside a porta potty.
Holy shit!
Wait, what?
You wouldn't want to
Yeah.
knock a.
Why?
Okay, that's an entirely different question. We have to see how much energy it would take to knock over a wedding in a porta potty.
Yeah.
Oh God, not again.
Let me just give you guys the article so you can see
It's
that
like-
this
like,
is
see, like,
actually
it's-
a legit thing. It is a legit thing.
Oh my God! It's
Literally, the title of this article is "How to Make a Wedding Porta Potty Less Gross and More Awesome."
there's
That's
nothing.
not possible.
There's nothing less gross about it. It's a wedding inside of a porta potty.
Okay. We have to figure this
I'm
out.
letting this marriage start where it's going to end, down the shitter.
Okay, so are we talking about an MLM wedding?
That would be
W
average.
wedding?
So yes, like on the average age, you would have to add the average male and the average female's weight to that porta potty, pretty much.
Are we
Alright,
actually
so
doing that?
average
Also, as
male
this person
height.
says below, the force of impact must create enough angular momentum to tilt the porta potty past its tipping point without causing it to slide.
Okay, but
But
in this
shut up.
article, it talks about the benefits of having a wedding inside a porta potty, and it includes poetry. And
What
can
the
I
fuck?
just tell you guys this poem that
Oh, boy.
someone made?
I don't want to know the poem.
You're gonna know either way. A note about the facilities: since our wedding is on lovely but private land, our restroom options are limited, but we plan to have porta potties for all of you to make use of whilst you do things like pee and poo. And we promise the potties will be quite grand.
That's not a benefit.
This is a quality podcast. I mean,
You may
this
now
is good.
My home is
Okay.
built of like the beach or the beautiful forest, not the fucking latrines.
You may now kiss the bride.
Yeah, you can now kiss the bride inside a porta potty. You can even decorate the porta potty. Would
Holy
you not
shit,
like
dude.
that?
Like you can be
This is
using.
amazing.
You can be
Would you
using.
not
And if
like?
you end up needing to go during the ceremony, you've got no problem.
Yeah, no
Like-
problem. You just say, "Be right back. I'm gonna take a shit."
Be right back. I'm just gonna go sit down for a moment.
All right. I figured it out. So, okay. So it would take 12,575.1 joules to knock over a wedding porta potty wedding.
So
Alright.
I'm glad we can answer that.
Yeah, and look at
Let's
this
go ruin a wedding now.
beautifully decorated porta potty wedding.
Wow,
Is
it's
that not
beautiful.
beautiful?
I like how they
It's
just have like a
amazing.
table on the outside with like roses and just like fucking toilet paper. Like it's.
All right. Well, we got 2 answers to this one actually, so I think we can move on to the next one.
Mhm.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, so we have 2 answers. We now have this perfectly. Yeah, so we know this. I think we can cross this off the list. We now know exactly how much energy it takes to knock over a porta potty and a wedding inside of a porta potty.
But we still don't know what's underneath.
We'll find out what's underneath soon enough.
told-
The
Soon
truth is
enough.
out there.
How do they even wait? Can I just address? How do they even get porta potties to where they are? Like, do they just
I think
appear
on
out of
trucks.
nowhere?
On trucks.
No.
They carry them on trucks.
Okay.
Wait, really? Because
Yeah.
like I mean, I
They're
think
not
I've
that
seen
heavy.
it before, even though I've never heard like the actual name for it, but I just see it from time to time, and
Yeah.
then one moment they're there, and the other moment they're gone.
It's
So
just
your
like the
first thought is,
girl.
they must appear out of thin air.
No, the porta
Yeah.
potties are all
No.
ghosts.
No, they grow from the ground. And that's what's below a porta potty. It's
No,
the
no, no.
roots.
Okay, so you look one second and they're gone. The porta potties are actually all ghosts.
Okay, but this is the same as like
porta potties are pretty much weeping angels, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
it's like finding baby pigeons. I never see baby pigeons, but I see adult pigeons everywhere.
It's
Okay.
just like you turn the corner 1 second and suddenly the porta potty's up to you, begging to have a wedding in them.
Yeah.
Would
Hey,
you-
that's a
would
good
you not
idea.
That's okay.
Seamus, Terra, you should have your wedding in a porta potty.
Please no.
Yeah.
Okay, but
we
no,
should
no.
do that.
Hell
What-
yeah.
What we should
Oh,
do?
God, no.
What we need to do? We need
our relationship going down the shitter.
we need to knock down a porta potty. We need to install wheels and an RC vehicle on the bottom of it, so that we can radio control sneak up behind people.
Just, like, hook, like, after the ceremony is over, we can just like head off in that.
Social experiment.
But
You
no,
can
no,
use the porta potty.
But no, when people
Put a bunch of cans on a string to the mat and just like sail off into the sunset.
no, when people aren't looking, like when they've turned their backs to that porta potty, it'll just start inching forward toward them.
That would
Social
actually be a good plan,
experiment.
Frank.
Social experiment. Weeping porta potty.
Okay, but okay, I've already spun for the next one, so let's move on.
All right.
Wait, which one is it?
Is sleeping too much an illness?
Oh
Yes.
boy.
Oh.
Simple answer. Yes.
No. No.
All right, I gotta go. 1 sec. You guys can talk about this.
All right.
Okay.
Alright.
So So sleeping.
Sleeping too
Sleeping
much
too much is an
as
illness. That's
an illness. Well, I mean, according to the National Health Society, playing video games too much is a mental illness. So, I mean,
because fuck us, we're trying to get enjoyment out of life.
yeah.
And I like how the best answer to this question is depending on you, it could be depression. And
5 stars.
yeah,
5
5
stars.
stars.
Absolutely.
Askers reading. It's like it escalated so quickly you can't even argue.
Oof, God.
But
Jesus, my guinea pigs are having a seizure. I wonder if the guinea pigs know sleeping too much is an illness because they seem to do it a fucking lot.
I mean, they seem fine, so
I
they seem
mean,
fine.
well, they like to knock over their houses, so I mean, they're pretty violent, I say.
Ladies
Huh,
and gentlemen, our
so-
new special guest in the show, Kendall's guinea pigs.
Yes.
Hmm,
Come here, my child. Do
okay.
you have an answer for me?
Okay, so if we're talking
like how-
about this in guinea pig terms, then sleeping too much equals knocking houses over equals violence.
At Baptist Health, we want you to
How did this turn to guinea pigs?
Well, I mean, like babies sleep a lot. They're
Okay,
pretty violent
I
too.
like
Ew.
maybe the babies are
Huh.
depressed.
Okay. Did anything
Babies are depressed.
did anything on the outside pick up?
Nope.
No,
Good.
nah, dude, you're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we ended up turning the discussion to if guinea pigs know that. About the
Okay.
issue.
How can sleeping too much lead to guinea pigs?
Okay.
It does.
I
I
don't
was
know.
talking about how the guinea pigs are violent and they sleep a lot, so maybe that's connected.
Well,
Yeah,
Ken
and
said he
babies
said for
sleep a
humans.
lot.
Yeah,
Babies sleep a lot.
and they are
Maybe
very
guinea pigs
aggressive.
and the babies are just depressed.
Ooh, babies
My
are
guinea pig just bit my chin.
That means
See,
they
I
have
told you.
depression.
I told you they're violent.
Yeah, they've been
They're
sleeping too
violent
much.
little monsters.
They've
So
been sleeping.
too much is an illness.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been
Huh.
sleeping way too much.
They've been sleeping too much, and now they're biting chins. Like, it's dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Well, chins can be dangerous.
Don't let your children bite
So,
other
and
people's
I've been
chins.
around a lot of sleep. I've been around people who don't get a lot of sleep, and I don't think they've ever tried to bite my chin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Maybe-
barely get any sleep, and I don't bite chins.
Yeah.
Sure, but you're going to stab someone's kneecaps, probably.
Yeah, probably. But, biting chins is a lot worse. I mean,
How is biting chins worse than stabbing kneecaps?
What?
it is.
What Okay, what
Well,
is?
No.
gonna
If
give us
you
an
bite
explanation?
chins, then it doesn't really do anything. But if you stab kneecaps, that person can't walk anymore.
Okay, where did?
Well, one is cannibalism.
Where
the
did
other
it-
is a healable thing.
Wait, what? We
No,
never
you
talked about
can't.
cannibalism. Okay, what? How did we get from your guinea pigs biting your chin to stabbing other people's kneecaps?
Okay.
How
I
did
don't
we
know.
get? How did we get from calculating kinetic energy to wedding porta potties?
Okay, because those two were connected by the question.
Not really.
Okay. Okay.
Either way, I think we've come to the conclusion that yeah, sleeping too much is an illness.
And then your guinea pigs show it.
But in guinea pigs.
Yeah, especially in guinea pigs because they're
Have
violent.
there,
little
have there
bitches.
ever been any cases of babies biting someone's chin?
Babies bite a lot of things.
Yeah, they like to bite things.
Like-
Yeah, they like bite fingers. They bite anything they get their hold of.
You know,
when you don't
Zano.
bite
You know, Seamus. You know where the term ankle biters came from? That's where it came from.
Okay, actually, no. I'm
Ankle biters, gosh, right, sometimes, yeah, I'm pretty sure babies can stab kneecaps as well.
I'm-
as evidence of it,
wait. Okay, yeah. I'm doing Google search. And babies biting. The searches are mom. Babies biting mom. Babies biting their tongue. Other babies. Each other. Themselves.
So it can
So they bite a
either
lot of
be,
things.
See,
Yeah.
babies biting nipples while breastfeeding.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a thing too.
Okay, and babies
Yeah,
like
see
to bite
that?
my chin. Yeah.
Babies
bite
like
a
to
lot of
bite things. I mean,
Even each
they're-
other and themselves.
They're
Like,
getting
they get-
themselves.
they're getting way too much sleep.
What if we just like keep them awake?
Social
Would that
experiment.
be worse?
Like, how the fuck do we just go up to them and just start screaming like, ah?
No, we put them
Wake up!
we
No
put
way.
them inside of a
Wake up, don't
we
sleep.
put them inside of porta-potties,
Yes.
and then they
They'd
never
probably
fall
find
asleep.
some way to drown in them. That would be a bad
We can put them
idea.
we can put them in with someone else and they'll have a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, that is
Baby
the only way
weddings.
that is the
Baby
only
wedding.
context in which that is acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay, but a baby shower, but in a porta potty.
We need that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we should calculate how much it would take to knock over a baby.
We are not calculating.
Away from the bath.
No, we are away from the math. We are away from calculating kinetic energy and knocking over porta potties.
I see.
We're done with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fine.
Okay, but sleeping too much is an illness, and especially in chinchillas, or not chinchillas, but I'm starting to get sleep deprived.
Chinchillas.
It's guinea
baby.
pigs, and babies.
Yay, babies.
It is a
He's
mentor.
not-
It is a
Remember-
mentor.
That's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Babies are like a cannibalism. Cannibalism? They like to cannibalize.
Babies are cannibalism.
Yeah, guys.
Listen,
Babies
I
are
didn't
capitalism.
Word that, I didn't word that correctly, but
We've
I'm
cracked the
pretty
theory.
sure they have cannibalistic tendencies, but we just pass it off as cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do
Why?
a lot of shit we could pass off as cute.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
Like,
biting
hurt themselves.
biting their mother's nipples.
Like, what if
Why do
you,
people laugh at that?
like, what if you just went up to a person in real life and did that?
So yeah, you just like walk up to this guy, bite their nipples.
That's
and
socially unacceptable. It's socially
Just walking
unacceptable,
up to
but
a woman,
babies get
pulling
away
down her
with it because
shirt,
they're
bite her
babies.
nipples, pull that up, and just walk away. Like, what the fuck?
Pretty much.
They're just able to do that.
Okay, PSA, don't actually do that in real life, please.
And
Please,
they're like,
please do not.
they're like
But
able to get
imagine
away
you
with
do
it.
I don't
that.
want our viewers getting arrested.
Your reason for doing it is because you got too much sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's because you. So anybody who's actually doing that in real life is because you got too much sleep, and I don't think anybody listening to this has ever gotten sleep.
Yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
So we're
listen,
good.
Of
We're
course not.
good.
yeah, don't sleep, guys, or else you're gonna bite off someone's nipples.
Yeah. All right.
That's-
That's the conclusion we've come to.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
Sleeping too much makes you do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sleeping too much is an illness.
And it makes you do that. All right.
It
So
makes
that.
you bite things.
Yeah, it makes you bite things you don't usually bite, like nipples and yourself and other people.
Well, I
So,
mean,
don't do that.
questionable.
All right.
Like, I mean, like,
Let's-
unless you're into that stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
I'm not gonna judge.
All right.
Anyway, let's move on before this gets too raunchy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number
Yeah, we're not getting into this.
number 5. I don't think we've answered this one. Oh, okay. So how do I get to the real United States of America spiritually, socially, and metaphysically?
It's a good
Okay.
question.
What?
I
How
don't even
about we
think
just,
I'm
like,
there yet.
Break this
How
down
do you-
into the 3 things.
So
Like, how
Starting
do
from
you-
spiritually.
How do you leave like all the other 3 concepts behind? Like, that's like my.
Okay, so
that's
I
like,
think-
like,
so spiritually, what?
Like, I'm here socially and metaphysically, but I left my soul back in Canada. And
But like,
I don't know where it is.
Okay,
I lost
but
it.
Okay.
I like the wording here. The real United States.
The
Yeah,
real United
it's not even like, what is the United States? It doesn't even say physically. So what is
See,
the
this- you
United
can just, like, you can just
States?
keep your body there. Like, you can just fucking astral project. it.
No. But maybe this is like getting into the deep stuff, like the real United States. What is
Like,
the real?
What
You
is
see,
the United States?
The real United States is actually a social construct, so we have to think about it like that, right?
But okay, the real
Okay.
United States. Okay,
Yeah.
so spiritually, what is the United States?
Spiritually,
Catholic,
Depends on
How do-
where you're at. To be
Yeah.
honest.
but no, as a whole,
The land of the free and the home of the brave.
well,
Even
yeah.
free.
Bullshit.
So free spirits. As soon as your spirit is free, you are in the United States.
You are in the real United States, which is a social construct. Alright.
Okay, but
Yes.
what does it mean to be free?
So if your spirit is free, it means that it is not shackled by things like the United States government. So you actually have to leave the physical United States to enter the spiritual United States.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
You see, the point I think the point that James is trying to get at here is that you have to go to somewhere that is not populated and has no government structure. So Antarctica.
So
Antarctica.
that's the real spiritual
Yeah,
United
unless
States.
until the penguins revolt and start forming
Yeah.
their own government.
Okay, but what?
So to answer,
When will that ever happen?
okay, but just to answer,
I don't know, but all I'm about to say, like, in the future, if anyone's listening to this, I I fully endorse our new penguin overlords.
Yes.
Isn't this...
Praise.
I reject.
Guys,
I reject the
Guys, aren't you
Overlords.
stealing this from a...
What? No,
Aren't you...
Terra, that's the word that gets you executed.
Aren't you...
No, I am not listening to a bunch of penguins. I will get to the real United States spiritually, socially, and metaphysically.
Guys,
Okay,
okay.
but consider this. What if penguins are running the real United States?
Guys, you're stealing this from a Johnny Test episode.
I am?
What?
Wait, what?
There was
Yeah.
a Johnny Test episode with penguins. Hang on, I gotta
Yeah,
look this up. I
there's
have to
the-
make sure you're
the-
not lying.
Excuse me, what?
The penguins,
Did
like...
they form their own fucking government?
Yeah, they try to take over the world.
Huh?
What the
That's-
shit?
Okay. So I
Consciously stealing hailing ideas, huh?
all right. So I looked this up, right? Johnny Test penguin, and then the first result is war. So it's already good.
War.
War never changes.
War never changes.
There's always penguins. The penguins are always there.
This is an odd image result for that.
What?
When
Um,
Johnny
oh.
is marching home.
What the fuck is this? Just like
What
I'm sorry,
even?
I'm sorry if you're listening to this through audio, but like what the fuck? Just,
Oh, yeah,
Johnny
it's
Test
entirely
penguin
audio.
attack.
they test penguin,
Oh,
just
I
just
found-
look that up. You need to have this experience that we're having right now. 'Cause what the fuck is
I'll
this?
put it in the notes. I'll put it in the description.
Wonderful.
Okay. But
Like,
okay.
how are we fucking going to explain that? It's just like for when you reach the part where we talk about Johnny Test penguins taking over the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I found a website that's going to give me like 15 viruses.
That probably means you shouldn't click on that.
Yeah, Kendall, get
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
I don't want our guest getting infected in the middle of our show.
You're the guest here,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
we're the
yeah.
cast.
Shit.
Yeah, we're the
Seamus,
guests
you stop
here.
that.
You're not actually a cast member.
Okay.
Either way.
But let's get back to the real United
Okay,
States.
so we know that to spiritually enter the real United States, you have to leave the United States. But socially, how do you enter the social United States?
Well,
Socially.
the social United States is literally hell. So
No. Facebook. Just join.
Facebook.
Just join Facebook.
Yes, Facebook.
But
you get all
Twitter.
you get all of the concepts of social America. SJWs, racists, sexists. Hey, I'm getting somewhere, aren't I?
You get the full America experience.
Yeah.
You get
Okay.
the full American experience. Where all
Okay.
men are created equal, except they're not.
But this last one though, metaphysically.
So what is
And
what?
what the fuck does that mean?
Okay, let me just look this up.
Yeah.
I need to know this.
What is metaphysics?
Or
We're gonna have to
metaphysically.
look that
It's a
up.
branch of philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, substance, cause, identity, time, and space.
How the fuck do you get into that?
The first principle of things, including abstract concepts. Okay.
Like including the nature of concepts
So-
like being, existence, and reality.
So it deals
So
with the
you have to-
first
you have to-
principles of
You
things.
have to fucking transcend in order to reach
have-
the true United States.
You have to transcend into the real United States, right?
Okay, but we still
Okay.
have to discuss what the real United States
No.
is.
So
And,
I
the
thought we
real
already
United
reached. I
States.
thought we reached the agreement that that it was
Well-
just ruled by penguins.
no.
We
Okay.
gotta discuss how the United States started.
No. What is the metaphysical United States?
I'm pretty it says it's the first principles of things. So we
So
gotta
what-
discuss
Okay.
how the
Let's
United
figure out,
States become the United States. I think.
Okay. What I'm thinking is we
Mhm.
need to figure out where the real United States place in time and space is. Cause
Okay.
Probably where the United States
What-
is.
What is the meaning of the United States?
It started with the Constitution, I think.
I think it was more the Declaration of Independence.
All right, so July
Yeah, it started-
4th.
I think it started with the
July
people
4th.
there in the first place.
So what you do to get to the real United States spiritually, socially, and metaphysically is on July 4th, you go to Antarctica, you make a new
No.
account on Facebook, and then you just sit there and think about the United
Sit there, wait, and
States.
eventually you will just ascend and become
Okay,
a
but
fucking.
And then-
the Declaration of Independence was signed in July 4th, 1776
You
in
ne-
Philadelphia.
While also like
So does
holding an
that
American
mean
flag. While
that
you
the
also wear American flag in your hands and you just have
that the
fireworks.
start
going off.
of the United States, like the real United States, is in Philadelphia?
Okay, but
that what it
No,
means?
that's not that's not the spiritual United States.
so
or
you
the
have to go to Antarctica,
Mhm.
make an entire recreation of Philadelphia.
Yes.
And,
Travel back to 1776.
Mhm.
Yes, you make a time machine first. Okay,
Yeah.
first you travel to Antarctica. You study for like years and years and years on
Mhm.
how to make time machines. Make a time machine. Make a recreation of Philadelphia in Antarctica, and you go into the house where they made the Declaration of Independence, and you just sit there on the table where it was being signed.
While it's
and
being
you
signed.
become and then you become the next Buddha, and a religion is made after you.
The United States religion. You know,
Well,
all of
Buddha
this
is
actually,
A United States religion.
all of this actually really sounds like the entire plot of Johnny Test.
What the fuck? Why do we keep
What?
referencing Johnny Test?
Like there's
Why
this
are
entire
we still on
there's-
Johnny Test?
there's this entire plot where he goes back in time to meet the founding fathers of what was it called? Like his town.
How do we keep
Wait,
inadvertently
wait,
taking
wait.
ideas from Johnny Test?
Okay, so does that mean that Johnny Test himself has entered the real United States?
Yes.
Yes.
Spiritually, socially, and metaphysically.
It's the poster.
He is a god among Americans.
Is OP actually Johnny Test before the show started?
Holy shit.
Gosh.
We figured out the lore behind this ask.
We did it. It is an anonymous person, but yeah, I think we
found them.
we
We
found
found
him.
Johnny
We
Test.
found Johnny
Ooh.
Test.
And we can't
Okay.
find them now because they're in 1776 in the recreation of Philadelphia and in Antarctica.
They've ascended.
They've
They
ascended
have
to the real
ascended.
United
They
States.
They've reached peak patriotism.
Yes.
And the reason they're asking this question now is because there's an endless time loop, and
Uh-huh.
they're gonna go back and do it again and again
But-
and again.
And then this person, Johnny Test, actually listens to this and figures it out. We inadvertently caused the plot of Johnny Test.
Are you saying
I can't
we're
fucking
Are you
wait.
saying we're Johnny Test?
No. We
Wait,
caused
Wait.
everything that happens.
We are
real
the
Johnny was the
actual-
friends we made along the way.
We are
We
actually
are
the creators of Johnny Test.
Like
Oh my God.
every single thing that happens in Johnny Test is actually because of this.
Huh. So, is there a porta-potty wedding in Johnny Test? I need to know.
I
I
If there's
swear
a-
to God, if we ripped off that too.
I swear, if there is one about porta-potties and getting married in it, then I guess we are the creators of Johnny Test.
All right.
Dang
Well,
it.
the conclusion we've come to is that we are all Johnny Test. This religion that I've been speaking of is Johnny Test. Everything is Johnny Test. All right, we can move on now.
Okay.
Wait. There's an episode called Porta Johnny.
Oh my
What?
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
We've discovered the lore of Johnny Test. We
Okay.
are the actual makers of the lore.
Hmm,
We
Um,
made the lore of Johnny Test.
Johnny tricks his sisters into letting him have teleporting powers.
Oh
Mhm.
my God.
Oh no, wait, that's just.
Wait, no!
So that's
the
not actually
porta-potty. The porta-potty is the time machine.
Oh my god!
We
Porta-potty is the time
found it out.
machine.
We found it out.
We figured it out.
Okay. Johnny tricks his sisters into letting him have teleporting powers. Susan and Mary mess with the powers to get revenge by placing him in danger. Later, twins accidentally get the duo caught in the middle of an art robbery.
This is God.
He travels through time in a porta-potty.
So that he can go back to.
How the fuck did we reach from the United States of America reaching it spiritually to fucking Johnny Test?
Because
No,
it
no.
is Johnny Test. Because Johnny Test has done this. Johnny Test has successfully done this, and we were the people
What
who
hasn't he
caused
done?
him to.
We are talking to Johnny Test right now.
He is listening to us.
Hello.
He's listening in.
Hello, Johnny
He knows
Test.
us.
Yes, we are all Johnny Test.
We are.
There's a bit of Johnny within us all.
From now on,
I don't like the implications of that. Let me just say, I
Little,
okay, guys, from now on, From now on, we
No.
refer to.
You said the implications of that.
Okay.
What was I supposed to think?
From now on, we refer to all of our listeners as Johnny Test.
Yes.
Oh God, can we not do that, please?
That's our fan base.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. We can
No.
move on now. I think we've
Okay,
gone to
okay, we've come to a conclusion. It's Johnny Test. You have to we gotta summarize it. So you go to Antarctica. You travel back in time to 1776 July 4th. You create a recreation of Philadelphia, and then you sit on the table as the fake founding fathers sign the fake Declaration of Independence. And you also have to be Johnny Test. That's how you get to the United States of America spiritually, socially, and metaphysically, while having a Facebook account. The Facebook account is important.
Yes. That's how you get all the people to help you recreate Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, you start a GoFundMe, Kickstarter.
Yes.
You want to help me recreate the city of Philadelphia in Antarctica.
And we
said to become an American god.
and you also guys, you also gotta help me travel back in time so that it can be genuine.
Yeah, my name is Johnny Test. I need your help.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one. There's only two more. There's only two more.
Okay.
All right, number 4. So we have. Okay, this is pretty important. If I burp in a Gucci store or restaurant, does that make the burp Gucci?
Wait, can I just ask, what is a Gucci restaurant?
It's like
Do those
Gucci
exist?
what does Gucci have a restaurant?
it's
I
like
looked up Gucci restaurant and it exists.
yeah, it's like a fashion. It's like a wait, Gucci restaurant?
Gucci restaurant.
What the hell? This place looks gaudy as fuck.
The walls are
Look.
green.
Look at how ugly that is.
Oh my god. I mean, I like green.
I'll
but,
put this in the notes probably.
Christ, God.
This looks. I do not want to eat here.
Why does this look like a painting?
Who wouldn't want to eat there?
Because it's probably expensive as heck.
But who wouldn't want to eat there?
Yes, I'm not going to eat with the common folk. I am going to eat at Gucci.
Gucci.
I'm going to eat the Gucci.
The Gucci.
Okay, so
Words
the
cannot hurt
question.
me. These shades are Gucci.
Okay, so the question, right?
Mhm.
Question is, if I burp in a Gucci store or restaurant, does that make the burp Gucci? So, what we need to think about is, so are the products actually produced in the Gucci stores and restaurants?
Well,
'Cause-
they probably weren't made by Gucci, because you can make stuff like in a Gucci restaurant, like you can make
What? Okay, so
what was the thing you can make?
What-
You can
what
make, say fuck it, a Lego set inside there. That doesn't make it belong to Gucci.
I think what I think it means is if your burp's contents were made by Gucci, then it is a Gucci burp. So
Ah,
Yeah,
If-
like it doesn't matter who you are. If
Yeah.
you're a peasant, then it won't be Gucci.
wait, one sec.
It's only the highest Gucci burps.
Yeah, so you gotta be high class, and you gotta be in a Gucci store or a restaurant, and that makes your burps Gucci.
I'll be right back.
Good lord,
Alright,
like,
well,
why would you
there goes
want a
Amy.
Gucci burp anyway? That would just dissipate after a few seconds.
well, I mean, what if your burp got recorded in history and it became the first Gucci burp ever?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people have burped inside a Gucci store or a restaurant before.
Okay, they're probably not high class.
Yeah.
I thought only the high class could eat inside a Gucci restaurant.
No.
Anyone
Oh,
can
you
eat inside a
see-
Gucci restaurant.
Yeah,
Like,
anyone
money.
can eat inside a money, but that doesn't really make you high class.
Can't
You know,
allow the
all
common-
the
Can't allow the
wannabes.
common folk inside our Gucci restaurant.
Yeah, all the wannabes want to eat in Gucci restaurants and shop at Gucci stores, and that doesn't make them high class. They just want some Gucci stuff.
They're
Make them
just high
look like
class
they're high
wannabes.
class. Yeah. So you gotta
So
get
what-
a legit high class person.
What
inside.
makes someone high class? That's the question here on the table.
Yeah.
Is if they purchase Gucci stuff. There, that's
No,
the
no,
only
no.
one.
No.
No, those are called wannabes. You gotta be like rich.
being actually high class is a social construct, just like the real United States.
Mhm. So.
So let me look up the definition of high class. That's
Mhm.
not how you spell high class. All right. Of a high standard, quality, or social class. So you have to be born at high quality.
Yeah, high quality.
Yes, you have to be born inside.
Okay,
a
I am
Gucci
back.
store,
My
right? You have to be born
headphones
inside a
are
Gucci store.
unplugged.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
Then you become
exactly.
then you yourself become
That's
Gucci.
it.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm
If
back.
you're born inside of a Gucci store,
Welcome
then
back.
everything that you make is Gucci. So your burps
Yeah.
would be Gucci too.
But what if you eat something that isn't Gucci and then you burp it out? Is it still Gucci?
It depends on where you were born, man.
If you're high class, then you have to be Gucci, so it would go through you. So
Okay.
of course, yes, of
So
course,
then-
it would be Gucci.
Yeah, the
'Cause
Gucci runs in your blood.
the residual Gucciness would go onto the thing and make it Gucci.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
if you weren't Gucci but you ate something Gucci? Would then it be still Gucci after you burped it?
Then you would become Gucci.
Oh,
No.
because of the food. Oh, no, this makes
well,
perfect
with the
sense.
food-
I'm still a newcomer to the Gucci arts.
If anything Gucci touches you, you become Gucci. And if anything you touch, if you're Gucci and you touch something, it becomes Gucci.
Look here,
Yeah, but
Simba. Everything the Gucci touches is our land.
It's like a disease. It's a disease.
It's like the Midas touch.
Yeah. Except
Everything you touch becomes Gucci.
except but
Everything you touch becomes ridiculously gaudy.
yeah, but also everything that ridiculously gaudy thing touches also becomes ridiculously gaudy, and so on. So it's like a disease. It's like vampirism. It's like It's like
Nothing is going to stop the world until the world itself
because
becomes
soon
Gucci.
everybody will be
Then
Gucci.
everything will be Gucci.
If everything
So I
is
guess,
Gucci,
like, yeah, you just gotta do that.
no, if everything is Gucci, nothing is Gucci.
Huh.
My God,
So
they played us like a
answer
damn
this
fiddle.
to answer this question, then no, you do not become Gucci because everyone is Gucci.
Who's
Yes.
the Incredibles villain?
Syndrome.
Syndrome.
Yes.
Syndrome was warning us the whole time.
Yeah, he
Like,
was
like,
warning
like
us
Syndrome
of the
just
Gucci.
like Syndrome just wears Gucci shades the entire movie.
Yeah.
I would
So
pay
Like,
for that.
if he shows up in the sequel and he's not wearing Gucci shades, I will be severely disappointed.
because as he said, if everybody's super, nothing is super. Nobody's super. So if everything is Gucci, nothing's Gucci.
And I just realized how he funded his entire like villain stuff. It's all funded by Gucci to spread the
all-
Gucci.
But it's actually
It's a front.
The Incredibles
Okay,
is
but-
set in the
but no
1960s.
No shit. Have you seen Syndrome? He's stylish, dude.
Yeah,
He's
but
he
the
is stylish.
The Incredibles
He is a one-time guy.
The Incredibles was
Every
supposed to
He has a fucking S on his chest. Like that is just,
The Incredibles was supposed to be
like,
set
also,
in the
guy,
19
The guy looks like an overweight like troll doll.
Yeah, but the
Wearing
Incredibles
a mask.
The Incredibles was supposed to be set in the 1960s. So how could Gucci exist?
How do you know it didn't?
When was Gucci like?
No, there's like a newspaper article that one character was reading.
Gucci was founded in 1921.
Oh my god.
So it
Oh
could
my
have appeared.
god,
It was a
Jesus
front.
Christ, those shades date way back.
1921. That is before the Declaration of Independence was signed. Oh wait, no.
They have reached peak patriotism.
Wait, no. They're not. I mistook 1776 for 1976.
Oh no!
Wait, no,
That's
no.
not. This isn't good. I looked up Syndrome
No.
and Incredibles,
Jeez.
and one of the first results is hot. I am stressed.
Wait, Gucci shades are like $500. Gucci shades are like $500.
Sure, whatever you want.
This will be
Oh, no.
immortalized
Oh,
in the
no.
Jesus Christ!
I'll put that in the show notes.
Oh
His
no!
tail.
Why? Don't subject them to this.
No, I will.
Chin.
I have to.
Babies will bite that.
The babies will bite
Babies
that.
will bite that.
That chin.
Will bite that.
That chin.
Babies will bite that chin.
Jesus Christ.
Why?
I can't believe I can't believe I had a brain fart in this podcast. Yes, the Declaration of
Yes, we have
Independence
Noah.
was signed in 1976. Sure.
Okay. I looked up Syndrome Incredibles and I clicked the hot option, and
Mhm.
apparently people ship Violet Parr and Syndrome.
Why?
What the
Why?
fuck?
Why?
Isn't he
I
like
don't
older than her?
know.
Violet's a teenager.
There's fan fiction.
He's old.
He's old.
He's an
He was
old.
a child when her father was like old.
Ew, no.
Why?
Oh my god, there's anime.
What the
It's
fuck?
time to stop.
Jesus Christ! Why?
It's time to stop.
It's time to
stop
stop.
it.
Okay, but let's
What
get.
is that?
Why does that outfit have such a defined butt?
What's wrong with the internet?
A lot. But let's get back to what we were talking
Wait.
about.
Okay. I just found a fic with a Violet and Syndrome, and it's smut. And I just
oh boy.
We're not. We're okay. Okay.
We're not doing a live.
No,
we're
no,
not
no.
doing a live reading on podcast.
No. Okay. So.
No.
Okay. So
No,
Gucci.
I'm not
We'll save that for another
Okay.
day.
Gucci is a disease. It's vampirism. It's going to destroy the world. And once everybody's Gucci, nobody's Gucci. That's the question's answer. We're moving on to the last question.
Another answer is that Syndrome is Gucci, and apparently people want to fuck Syndrome.
Okay. Sure.
People apparently want Syndrome to fuck Violet.
Apparently.
So here's the last question. I don't even have to spin because it's the last one. It's. Is there a difference between a buddy, pal, and friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What's the
I
difference?
ain't your buddy guy.
Okay.
I ain't your guy, pal.
Home slice.
I ain't your pal friend.
Home slice.
Oh God,
I ain't your friend,
Like,
chum slice.
let's not do that the entire question, please.
Home slice, bread slice.
Well, I think with that TV trope with the I ain't your blank, and that's just that just proves that yes, there is a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So first we gotta discuss like what's the best thing you can call someone, your buddy, your pal, or your friend?
Friend.
I
Friend.
guess buddy, because that shows you have some sort of lightheartedness with each other. Buddy or pal?
I'd say friend because that implies like close connections.
Yes.
Like buddy, buddy can be lighthearted, but it can be
friend
something.
Just implies like someone you tolerate being around.
No. I'd say
Maybe.
buddy. I'd say buddy. That could be someone you met yesterday and you don't have much bond with. Pal. That could be buddy without. That could be buddy without the lightheartedness. But friend. I think friend implies some kind of bond between each other.
Yeah, I think that too. Like, when someone has a problem, you'd usually call a friend, not a buddy or a pal, but you call a friend.
I think chum is like the least friendly,
Wait,
and buddy is in the middle.
That's not in the question. There's no chums are not allowed here.
Okay,
on a scale of chum to buddy, how good friends are we?
Scale of chum to buddy.
You
I think
you are a solid pal.
I think the hey there buddy chum pal copy pasta is enough proof that yes, there's a difference. Here, I have it here. Hey there buddy chum pal friend buddy pal chum bud friend fellow brother amigo pal buddy friend chummy chum pal. I don't mean to be rude, my friend pal home slice bread slice dog, but I gotta warn you, if you take one more diddly darn step right there, we'll have to diddly darn snap your neck. And wowza, wouldn't that be a crummy juncture, huh? You want that? Do you wish upon yourself and come into physical experience with a crummy juncture? Because friend buddy chum friend pally pal chum friend, if you keep this up, well gosh diddly darn, I might just have to not get so friendly with you, my friendly friend pal friend buddy chum pal pally friend chum buddy.
How does this
See,
go
that's
on for so
That
long?
was a wild ride.
That was.
On a scale of home slice bread slice, high stock, the friendly friend pal friend buddy chum pal friendly buddy.
On
How
a,
good friends are we?
on a scale of stalker to
Terra.
home slice, what kind of friends are we?
You are a solid home slice.
Yes,
Whoa.
solid.
All you guys are my home
You're my
slices.
bread slice.
Yeah, you guys. We should like rename this podcast to 5 a.m. home slice.
No, no,
Why?
no. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Home slice probably goes well with mac and cheese.
No. Johnny Test. 5 a.m. Johnny Test.
No.
AM
Please
Johnny
not.
Test home slices.
No, no, no.
Just
It's
become a fucking meme.
we are no. We already have
Can we not?
a good acronym. FamMac.
FamMac.
FamMac. Yeah.
FamMac.
Hey, can I get a
FamMac.
can I get a large FamMac with a prize?
Can I get a burger?
Can I get a
Uh,
fucking
Okay, but
bread slice?
we have
Slice.
we have a definitive answer. I think we can start closing
Yes.
this out. It's a
Alright.
there is a difference, and we're not going to say the difference. It's all subjective, depending on what the
It's all
difference is.
subjective, yeah. And it depends on the context. Like, are you angry? Are you like being friendly to each other, or
Mhm.
do you just don't care?
And trust me, you better get it right because there are
Mhm.
consequences.
Yes.
Yes.
There are
If
consequences.
you call somebody the incorrect one, there's consequences. But yeah, this is probably going to be like a weekly thing. So hopefully our main member Nicholas will be here, and maybe either one of Seamus or Terra will be here. But me and Kendall are going to be here every week, hopefully.
Yep.
So yeah,
And it's been fun.
hope you enjoyed.
It's been great having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It
yeah.
was pretty. Okay.
Wild.
Enlightening
What
experience.
is that picture?
Don't worry, we'll put that in the notes. But yeah, all right.
Don't worry about it. It's just
Kendall, you
What-
gotta
what?
explain to me. What is that picture? Is that
It's-
Sans?
It's Sans Undertale.
El Sans
fuck.
Undertale.
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
I think we can end on that. I think we can end on.
I
Sans
think we can
Undertale.
end on Sans, and
all our audio listeners.
we'll wait. What? All of them are audio listeners. There'll be
I'd
notes.
just like to apologize for where this podcast has gone through. And,
No.
I'd like to
it's
apologize
probably
from
only
guys
go
for all
downhill
the
from
syndrome,
here.
violet stuff, just all the syndrome stuff in general, like all the penguins, the porta-potties.
No need to apologize.
The Johnny Test.
This is exactly what was needed and wanted. Anyway, I need to go register a domain for Johnny Test, and I will end that right here.
God.